Welcome to another style activation chat with one of my clients, Linda Ivelisse. Linda is an identity and sales strategist for women who are in business for themselves. And I am excited to chat with her today. And we are going to talk about her recent branding photo shoot and the creative direction and style activation that we created together. So I'm going to bring her on now. Welcome, Linda.
Hi, thanks for having me today.
Yeah, so excited for this conversation. We've been chatting about it for a little bit, and so I'm excited to just talk a little bit about your recent branding shoot, your recent launch of the Black Sheep Society, and just talk about like the vision and all the things that we did together to really bring that to life. So yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Yeah. So you already do multiple photo shoots. You've been in business for some time. We've known each other for about 5 or 6 years. I think 6 years, because we met during the pandemic in another container that we were both in with a coach. And so that's how we've known each other, and we've followed each other for all this time, and been friends on the internet space, never met in person actually. And so you're no stranger to doing photo shoots, branding photo shoots, launches, and you've never worked with a stylist or a brand image strategist before. So why this time? What made this one different?
Well, a few things. I knew in my spirit, I knew that the launch of Black Sheep was going to be a big thing, a big pivot in my business. I've always done photo shoots. Like you say, I've done photo shoots before, and I've always relied on the photographer to, I tell her, I would send her like, these are some poses that I like, because I don't like posing. I like very off guard, just kind of like in the moment, because I'm all about transferring a feeling in my photos. I don't want to just sit there like a JCPenney portrait studio. I want to do that. But this time I knew that, hey, I think I want to have an event for the Black Sheep movement. And this is going to be different. Like, I was very intentional. Before, I'm getting photos for my brand that I could use for whatever launch. I never really did a photo shoot that was intentional. I did a photo shoot that was like, I'm a personal brand. I need new photos. I'm going to launch things this year, and I know I'm going to use these photos for my launches. But I never specifically was like, this is a Black Sheep photo shoot. And so I was intentional. We were going to do it in Vegas, which we did do it in Vegas. We did it at the Venetian Hotel, and it was like very old money. And I said, let me reach out to Tavia, because at that point you had already worked with me. And because you had worked with me, I got to know your work. Before you worked with me, I was leery of, should I work with Tavia? Because what I saw you was working with people on LinkedIn, very corporate, executive type of people. And I am a professional, but I am not. I do not color in the lines. I don't want to color in the lines. Don't ever put me in a box. I'm very edgy. I'm 53, and I don't care about what women should dress like, And so by getting to know you personally and helping you with your offers, I was able to see Tavia's a badass at this. And I want to bring her on. So before the photo shoot, right, you created a lookbook for my Black Sheep movement. And I sent you some of the outfits that were in my closet already, some of my own shoes. And then you went, okay, you ran with that, and it was perfect. Yes. And that was before I was like, okay, help me with this photo shoot. So by you even creating that lookbook, which is fire, to embody the Black Sheep. And the lookbook has, for those of you that don't know what that is, the lookbook has different dresses, different shirts, different bottoms, different shoes, and purses and accessories, and the links to shop for these particular items. It's not just like, oh, I would like to look this way. No. Buy this item, which I think is brilliant.
Yes. And it was fun to create for you. And also, I think people don't realize how important it is to have somebody like that on the team besides just a photographer. Because I hear from photographers all the time that I work with, it's like the client wants me to give them the direction, but that's not really their job per se, to pick out your outfits and give you that style direction. It's somebody else's on the team, which would be a creative director or a stylist that can give that part that works together to make it look more cohesive. And what else you said, I heard, was you didn't think or realize I could do this for you because you're seeing all the photos that I've put online of clients that are more professional, more like LinkedIn type, right? Which is very corporate, or consultant, right? And so that just goes to show that visuals are important. Yes.
I am a consultant and I am a professional. And also I'm not going to wear a blue pinstripe suit. If I do, it's going to be really badass.
Right.
Yeah. I might wear a little lingerie type of bodysuit underneath. Like I'm not,
right.
So that was like the biggest thing for me. Can you deal with my edginess or bring it out or like truly lean into it?
Right.
That was it.
Yeah, exactly. And it was cool to style this archetype, right? Because the black sheep is more that like what I call the fierce femme archetype, that femme fatale, the gangster. We were like Vegas, as the backdrop. So it was like, that's a whole vision that really was curated and thought out. Like we were thinking about that. How does the look match the background and all the visuals that you're going to create with your photographers? So it really hits. And that's when you and I were like, this is what it needs to be, because your image is selling this. It's selling it. It's the energy of it, right? And what we talk about, like your image is money. So just like you were like, okay, David, showing up online, we have to look like a certain way. Then that's when people want to buy from us, right? And it's the same with the black sheep, how you're creating the vision for that. And then now look what's happening because you're putting those photos and those videos out there. I don't know if you want to share a little bit about like what has transpired.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I want to give context here, right? I have very dark femme energy and she's not like walking around naked, in case somebody's thinking that, right? Like I am a 53-year-old woman. I wear a lot of bold print. Like I love this. This is a dress. This is a cape dress, right? Like I love the whole mafia mob wife type of thing. So this is a fedora. Like I love the black leather because it's kind of the dominatrix vibe of my brand is not that she is in pleather or in, and she's walking around with a whip, whipping people. It's the power. It's the dominance of the energy of the dominatrix. It's not that, she's a dominatrix. So the photo shoot at the hotel, I've never really had like a black pantsuit. When I do pantsuits, because I'm a woman. I'm a woman's woman. I love girly stuff. I love pink. I love flowers. I love perfume. I love glitter and bling. And none of that was missing from my photo shoot. But normally my pantsuits are either like black with big flowers or like red, not like a straight black suit. To me, that's boring. But the mobster, the maid woman was gonna be in that photo shoot. So she needed a black suit. But it was like the pants were not like straight leg. I'm 5'2".
Yes.
So the pants were, were like, I don't know what we call them, like more tighter at the bottom.
Oh, tighter at the bottom.
So,
taper.
And then I had like a beautiful layered pearl necklace with a mother of pearl flower here. Like it was very high end, and the hat was giving. And I also had Christian Louboutin shoes. So like the whole thing was elevated and powerful. Then I had another look with a red sequin dress and a leopard print coat, very mob wife, very blinged out jewelry, like gold platform high heel sandals, like beautiful. Then I had another shoot in the hotel at one of the bars, because I wanted to give like the mob, the mobster, the Don is calling a family meeting. We're having a sit down, and we did it in one of the lounges, which was beautiful. And I wore a pink pantsuit, and the top was strapless. I love anything strapless. So who wears a suit that's strapless? The black sheep, because I'm always doing these different things. And then I had one take on the bed with, fishnets and with platform Versace heels and with a leopard print corset, because that was pushing the edge. I don't have a brand where I lead with sexuality, but I have a brand where I teach that brand is selling is seductive. So I don't have a problem with seducing the internet with what I'm open with. You're never going to see me, because I'm not Cardi B. I'm not an entertainer. So I'm not going to intentionally do shoots with my legs open. That's not the point of it. But you're going to see shoots that are risque for the average woman. It might show a little butt cheek. It might show a little, va-va-va-voom up here, because it's a corset. It's supposed to push everything up, right? So I, as the black sheep, every single outfit in that shoot was very black sheep, and none of it was vulgar.
No.
Or, I mean, it was, I pay a lot of money for these shoots, and I paid a lot of money for the clothes in the shoots, and I paid a lot of money to work with you. But the visual direction of the black sheep, like divine, chef's kiss, Tavia.
Yes.
And I'll wait till you ask me another question to add something else.
No, it was perfect. I really like what you said there, because it's like, I think about, when we're developing a brand, and especially a personal brand in the internet space, like we are online, we have to be on social media, we are promoting ourselves, and so we have to create the brand image. And I think people miss this piece sometimes, because they think I'm the expert. I should just be able to show up. And, they have PhDs. We both work with women that have PhDs. They have all the credentials, all the years of experience. And they think I could just show up as whatever, and that's going to sell. That doesn't sell it. It sells as the brand image. And that's what we're talking about here, and how important it is, right? This is what we talk about a lot.
This is what we talk about a lot. And since we're going there, and I know that if you're watching this interview, you are either a very powerful woman who makes decisions, even in corporate, right? Because if I worked in corporate, I would be wearing all those clothes to corporate, except the corset. I would probably wear it under a jacket, but maybe not. But to piggyback off of what you said, Tavia, and for the people that are watching who are entrepreneurs or are a personal brand, even if you're not an entrepreneur, you need to have a personal brand. But that's another conversation. This office is my office and my studio. Everything in this little rectangle, this wherever you're watching this, is very intentional, right? The black sheep is no longer like just a personal brand, but an identity that my clients need to adopt and adapt. And so this is my, whatever you want to call this, but my brand has lore. It's very mythic, right? So like the myth of the black sheep is this, everything, even how I showed up to this interview right now, I am in full black sheep. But when I get off of this interview, I'm not going to leave my house with these gloves. I'm going to leave like this. But the black sheep, look at my nails and look at my jewelry. And even if I take this hat off, right? Like I'm always wearing this makeup. Like, me, Tavia. I'm just always in full glam, because that's who I am. So I'm not creating this character that's fake. I am exalting and amplifying this character for my brand.
Yes.
Because when people see me, they're like, they either say it's very black and white. There's no grays in my brand. It's either I want to be a black sheep, or I don't want to mess with that. That's a lot. That's exactly what I want. I don't want any gray areas.
That's right.
And Tavia, I don't know if this fits here, but I'm going to say it. When I went to Vegas for this photo shoot, I was only thinking about the Black Sheep event that I'm having in November. But through the fedora, through like owning the whole old money, because if you've never stayed at the Venetian, shameless plug, they're not paying me. Go stay at the Venetian. It's beautiful. But
Yeah.
you can't help but feel like a gangster. And Vegas is such a, it's the capital of casinos, and we're like mob stuff. You know what I mean? There's a mob museum there. I went to the mob museum to get this hat because I didn't know where else I could be in Vegas and go get a hat. Like I wanted the mobster feel. And through that photo shoot, the Maid Woman was born. She wasn't even a character in my universe,
Wow.
in my brand universe until the photo shoot. And that was very, I'm going to say that was 90% styling.
Yes.
Brought it out.
It's activation, style activation. That's what I always, style is your activator. If you could put on something that activates this kind of like different vibe and different energy, not just for other people to perceive you a certain way, but you perceive yourself a certain way. Like you dress a certain way, you're like, yeah, I'm a badass. You just own it. And then that's what came across in the photo shoot. I see the difference for sure.
Yeah,
definitely.
And I'll just add here, I don't know. Let me see what you're gonna ask me. Maybe it goes somewhere else.
I was just gonna get to the why do you think this helps, increase the money that comes in? Like, why do you think it activates a certain energy that then clients are like, oh my God, black sheep, because that's what's happening now.
Absolutely. So when I first launched Black Sheep, it was graphics. It was the graphic of the black sheep. I used some pictures from a previous photo shoot to, have black sheep standing next to me with a flock of white sheep behind me. But I barely used that picture because let me see what I'm looking for. The word I'm looking for here, the phrase, I want to embody the black sheep and not pose with a black sheep, if that makes sense. That makes sense. So yes. I stopped using that particular photo for launching Black Sheep. By the way, if you're here and you're an entrepreneur online, I'm about to give you like a mini branding course or a mini sales course right now. So the Black Sheep activation was a free offer. And that was not even anything that anybody had to pay. And I had over 100 people join that. And from that free offer, I then upsold into the Black Sheep Society, which is my monthly membership. And in that monthly membership, I delivered live trainings out the gate. And there were women in those live trainings who got activated. Like, what's next? What's next with Linda? I can't just be in this membership. Like, I need to work with her all in. So then they came into Woman of Power. Woman of Power is my signature mastermind. And from that free offer, okay, by the time we were in Black Sheep Society, I had gotten the pictures back. And now I was creating content with the pictures from Vegas. There was no graphic talking about Black Sheep Society with the graphics. That was just belongs on my website. But the pictures were very activating. The photo shoot included reels. And I wasn't acting for the reels. The reels were just being shot like BTS, behind the scenes as the photo shoot was happening. And they were like chef's kiss because they caught me being me. So I started to use those reels. They were very activating. I'm still using them now. If you go to my Instagram, which is where I'm leading with my brand, that's all I'm using. Like the probably the last 16 to, I don't know, maybe 24 poster reels are with that new photo shoot. They're very activating. I don't know what else to say. When you see those pictures and those photos, you want to become that. So from that free offer, on the back end of that, in 6 weeks later, it turned into $132,000. Now, that wasn't by mistake, but also I couldn't have determined exactly how much money was going to come from that launch. But what I can control is the controllables, which is how much of a badass can I be for my brand? How much can I embody the black sheep? How much can I push this identity? How much can I seduce women into thinking that this is who they want to be? Because that truly is it. The photo shoot, and no longer do I take photos to, do I look fat? Take my skinny side. No, like take me as I am. And
Yep.
it's very activating for, I'm so sorry. My bad. It
It's
never
okay.
fails, right? As soon
It
as you're,
doesn't.
it's a phone call or a
I
text or
know.
whatever.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah, the final answer is that I made $132,000 from looking this way and from embodying this
Yes.
identity, and also all of what I just explained, because it wasn't by mistake. It was very intentional. I said
Yeah.
from the very beginning, this photo shoot was very intentional.
Yeah. So for those listening now, because like, hello, anybody who's listening, you're just getting a masterclass in how to do branding for your business from Linda. If you could say anything to someone who's like sitting on the fence of, doing this, like pulling the trigger, working with me, hiring, creative director for their brand, what would you say to that?
I would say do it. And here's why. That's so basic. Do it. But do it with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like this interview, Tavia, I hope that it's just so amazing, this conversation, this chat for your brand, because this is proof. I didn't work with Tavia before because I didn't see proof that she worked with my my brand archetype, with it's my personality archetype. I mean, it's really who I am every day of my life. But now, but this is here now. So if you are, I don't care what brand archetype you are, whether you're the hero or you're the sage or you're the queen or you're the whatever. And I don't know how your archetypes work. I know you have 4 main ones, Tavia, but the creative direction cannot come from someone who doesn't understand online businesses. And Tavia understands online businesses because Tavia has grown her business online.
Yeah.
And so it's very different. Like, I implore you, if you're going to invest money in your photo shoot, do not do it without a brand creative director. Okay? Like, understand how these pictures are going to come across online. What is the feeling? When I coach my clients, I'm like, everything that you put online, all of it is visual. Even if it's a video and people cannot listen to the video, I don't know why my nose is itching so bad. Even if you cannot, the person watching it is at work and they can't listen to the words, they're looking at the visuals. What is your visual making them feel? Yes. You can't just get that from a regular photo shoot. You need a creative director, and you need a creative director that understands making money online.
Yes.
If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a woman in business for yourself, or you're a corporate executive and you're watching this, your image is currency. What are people feeling when they see you? And I'm not just talking about what you're wearing. Are your nails chipped? Do you need to get your nails refilled? Like, did you eat 3 hours ago and all you have is your lip liner? And you're like, all of that matters.
Yes. It's so true. You're the walking billboard for your brand. I always say that. Exactly. Whether it's online or it's in person or, wherever you go. And, not that we always have to be dressed up to go to the grocery store or something like that, but you have to embody this persona, that is your brand, because you are your brand. I always think of, like, if I'm, waiting for some movie to come out, right? And when I see the trailer, it either excites me or it's like, it falls flat. And it's like, what's your trailer? Because if the trailer is exciting, you're like, I cannot wait to see that movie. I cannot wait. Right. And you get excited. It's like, if you thought of your brand the same way, there's no way you can't make money.
Exactly. Exactly. And this is so out there, but my ADHD brain just got activated. Okay. I literally saw a reel last night that said, like, basically it was don't be boring, but it said, imagine that you're murdered and your episode on the first 48, some young teenage girl scrolls past it because it's boring. It's like, I don't want to imagine that I was murdered, but if I was murdered, I want you to watch my episode. Like,
yes.
But are you so boring that even in death, nobody wants to watch your 48-hour episode?
Oh my God. That's so true. Because I love the true crimes, and I love that. I watch those every Friday night. I watch those 2020, those like true crime things, right? And when I see the commercial for it, I'm like, either I'm all in, like I cannot wait for Friday night for it to come on, or I'm like, that doesn't sound so exciting.
I don't like that murder. It's boring.
It's boring. It's so true. It's relatable what you just said. I totally get it. Oh my gosh. Anything else that you would add in that we didn't touch upon in this conversation?
I don't know. I really need you to understand how important it is once you're making money and once you have decided that you're not going back, even if you're an executive, even if you're a C-level person, right? And you're not considering entrepreneurship, but your life would not be the same without that career or without that job. So if that's you, once you go all in on this is what I'm doing, everything that you do must be to elevate that brand or that career or to cement it. Like, I am not replaceable. Like, I show up looking this way. This is the feeling that I want to invoke in people. You know, do people, even before this photo shoot, I've always been this. Like, I do not, in business, I don't have people who do chargebacks. I don't have people who, I don't overcome objections on sales calls, because that's the feeling that my brand always gives across. I work with decisive women that know how to make powerful decisions. So if you're that kind of person that makes powerful decisions, you, without saying all the time, if you're around me, you need to make powerful decisions, without having to say that, your look should say, don't come over here and play. I'm not the one to play with. Right?
Yes.
And so it's so important. It's not just you're going to dress up wonderful for the last 6 weeks because you're expecting a raise.
That's right.
You know, this is how you look. You are a standard. But understand that you're going to invest in yourself. When people are like, oh, I didn't know a photo shoot was $5,000. I've paid $7,000 for a photo shoot without the creative director. Right? So if you find someone like Tavia who does creative direction and partners up with a photographer in New York City, like, what? I cannot wait to come to New York and have, you know, my name in lights, because I also want to do, you know, a billboard out there in Times Square. And I know that I'll be working with you then. You need to know that it takes money for you to continue to make money, even if you're not an entrepreneur. You need to invest in your look. If you're a man watching this and you're some old fuddy-duddy bald head, I don't know, whatever, can't help your baldness, bro. You're getting old. But you can help looking like crap. Or if you are watching this and you are on LinkedIn with an old ass photo, like, also if you're a realtor, realtors don't do this. You guys have a business card with your picture from 1984. You know, you're now 50 something. You've gained 32 pounds. You don't look like that anymore. And also stop with the motivational speaker post. You know, the one like this, like, cut that out. I promise you, Tavia won't put you in a post like that.
No.
So yes, I'm an entrepreneur. And yes, I did an edgy photo shoot, but I'm also tired of going to LinkedIn. One of the reasons I don't go to LinkedIn is because everyone is so fake and fuddy-duddy over there. It's giving, I won't watch your 48 hours episode if you're murdered. It's giving that. It's giving boring.
It's giving boring, and you don't have to be boring. Like, seriously. And yeah, you have to just go off Come on.
A little bit more on men. If you are a man and you call yourself a CEO or you call yourself an executive of anything, shame on you for having, for catfishing people on LinkedIn with your picture when you were 42 and now you're now 65. I'm just saying, a little shaming of your audience right now, Tavia.
Yeah, but it's true. You know, it's true. People are catfishing all the time on LinkedIn because when you see them on a Zoom call or at a networking event, you're like, that is not the same person. The person that is on LinkedIn, that was you when you didn't have gray hair or when you look different. You look 10 years ago. You have to embrace who you are now. And people do not do that because they just want that professional photo. But you need to update that. It is not working in 2026.
And I also want to say, I almost wish that I had prepared a little screen share so I could show you the photos. Like, it is not glamour shots. That's not what this is.
No.
Creative direction. It's like directing a movie, but through pictures.
Yes.
It's so important. I don't know what else to say. Like, get with the program. Hire Tavia.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you for this conversation. I loved it so much. Linda, where can people find you if they want to reach out? Maybe they are interested in Black Sheep or Women of Power. Then how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, I put my username, my Instagram username right under my name here at the Linda Ivelisse. And Linda Ivelisse everywhere on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, wherever you find me. If there's a Twitter page, it probably doesn't say Ivelisse because I'm not, it's just there. You know, I did the thing that everybody did. I opened up something on every platform when it was here and then I never used it again. So don't look for me on Twitter. I mean, X. See, I'm like aging myself. I can't call it X.
Don't look for me on there either because, yeah, I don't even know what's there.
Exactly. But if you
Twitter
look for me
X.
where I'm at, you can find me, baby, on Instagram and Facebook.
You just Google her name. She's going to pop up. You know, that's because she knows how to brand herself. And that's what when you do, you can find you anywhere. You don't have to go hunting too far. So, all right. So thank you so much for this conversation. And anyone who wants to reach out for their brand photo shoot or just get styled, use their style as a way to sell themselves, reach out. Let me know. I'm here. Until next time, thank you for listening. Bye, everyone.